You guys a really quick update today about eBTC actually. This project came out not too long ago. It's super interesting. If you want to check out my other video where I made a little bit of a breakdown of what it's about and pretty much what ended up happening with the FUD going on with eBTC. But just to get started off really quick to look at the market, currently right now we're at $168 billion. We've been fluctuating. Bitcoin actually crashed all the way down to about 5,100, I believe, or $200. Recovered pretty nicely, as you can see here in the charts. As we get closer towards the 25th for the hard fork, um, I think we're gonna see another crash here, and maybe the next one might be a good time for you guys to buy before we take off. As they're saying, we might be heading up to about 6,000, which are pretty much already there. So 7,000 is pretty much the next window um, that we're gonna probably be hanging around for a bit. Maybe a good time to buy, guys. A couple other coins to look at. Everything's pretty much in green for the most part after last night's crash. I don't know if you guys are on CoinMarketCap. I go on this thing almost like at least 50 times a day. It's probably kind of ridiculous, but just to kind of keep up with the coins and see where I can make some quick gains if needed to. Everything's for the most part it's pretty much in green on the first page. But let's go check out eBTC. So I got pulled up here for you guys. Actually, this is the website. Let me pull up the how it's been trending. So eBTC is actually back on the rise, all the way up to 15 cents at the current moment, almost 16 cents. So back here, eBTC started out around 2 cents, went up to around 4 or 5, and then shot all the way up to its peak at 80 cents before crashing all the way down. Now, this is around the time that the FUD started happening. If you want to know a little bit more about that, just go watch my other video. But essentially, what it was is that the contract was flawed. Essentially, meaning that the guy who created the token, Mr. Satoshi 21, he actually, someone found it a flaw in the contract where he can create unlimited amount of Ethereum Bitcoins, pretty much. So everybody was freaking out, saying this is a scam, blah blah blah, and eventually, uh, the guy, Mr. Satoshi, ended up leaving the community. Still left. He left behind some eBTC. Not exactly sure how much, but I think they were able to recover a good majority of it. And right now, as you see, the price kept going down due to all the FUD, and no one really knew what was going on. So I mean, we went all the way up from. We started at 2 cents, went all the way up to 80 cents, and all the way back down to 3 cents. And you can see the initial hype there, just because of the name, and people really believe in this because they think that this could be something really big. And I don't really believe people are just looking at this for a pump and dump. I mean, of course, there's always going to be those people out there, but I really believe that this has a strong community, and you'll see why here in a second. But Pretty much, it's not really been out for that long. I mean, we started in October 3rd, and we're only about 16 days in now, guys. It dropped all the way back down, and it's now starting to pick up. After it was settling around 4 or 5 cents again, 3, 4, 5 cents, and now it's starting to pick up again because of some really good news that actually came out. So to kind of spin off of my last video about eBTC, pretty much essentially what they're planning on doing is actually creating a token swap where they're going to get rid of the old contract, they're going to make a new contract, so everybody who's currently holding eBTC will be getting eBTC again. They're not going to change the name. I'm not exactly sure how they're going to go about doing that. I guess they're just going to keep the name the same and just find everybody who has eBTC and pretty much have it swapped out through a smart contract. So currently, because there's really no specific wallet for eBTC, so as you can see down here, if you guys want to get in on this before it continues to pump, um, who knows how high it's gonna go? Could go all the way up to 30, 40 cents, but this is not investment advice. I'm just trying to share this knowledge with you guys. So you check on their website. Pretty much some new devs took over, and this is what they're doing. They're doing the token swap in about 11, 12 days, and this is pretty much their plans for eBTC. And yes, they did actually end up getting a new website. So if you guys want to check it out, I'm gonna also add this down in the link. It's going to be ebtctoken.org, and pretty much they're planning on getting on some additional exchanges in 1 to 6 months, merchant integration in 6 to 12 months, and 3 to 5 years mainstream integration. So you guys want to learn a little bit more about eBTC down here, if you don't already know about it, you can come check it out on their website. But essentially, everybody's raving about it just because of they feel like it's the best of both worlds. You have Bitcoin's fundamentals, and you also have Ethereum's network, and the scaling ability, and all the new upgrades that Ethereum is going to be coming out with, the Ethereum Alliance. There's so many good things about Ethereum, and it's kind of hard not to be on Ethereum's side, to just even be excited about Ethereum, about its first mover advantage as well in the smart contract realm. So Bitcoin has it on currency, and Ethereum has it on smart contracts. So essentially, you're getting faster transactions than Bitcoin, which Bitcoin fails at. You're paying cheaper fees, which Bitcoin also fails at, and you also are getting smart contracts integrated into eBTC, which Bitcoin also fails at. So you get really, it's kind of, oh, it's kind of like it could possibly be Bitcoin all over again. But who's to say? Do I truly 100% believe that? Um, I can't really say. I would love to. I'm not even actually invested in this. I found out about it when it was around 5 cents, and I was really skeptical, but I was super hyped about it because I could see where people were coming from with this idea. But the thing is, it was made by this random guy named Mr. Satoshi 21, and it was kind of hard to see validate what he was really about, whether if this was something he was going to scam people on, or if he really wanted to do this truly out of his heart and build something, for the greater good of the cryptocurrency community. And honestly, when I started to read his white paper and started to read how he was talking to other people within the community, I truly believe that's what he wanted to do. And I, maybe he accidentally wasn't paying attention, or something happened when he was creating the contract, and he found out that the contract was flawed. But he ended up dipping out, and we got some new developers on the case now. So if you want to take a look also at the message board here, um, on Bitcoin Talk, and this is what I meant about why I think this might actually have a really great future, is because in the matter of literally 16 days, we're already on page 264. And I've looked on a lot of other cryptocurrency um, Bitcoin Talk pages and forums. I haven't even seen them reach nowhere close to 264 on some of them. So I really think this community is great. Um, and you can come down here, and if you guys want to check it out, click on this link over here. Pretty much is telling you what they're planning on doing, and they're actually going to audit the smart contract that's going to be created this time. And they're actually looking for about 4 to 6 members who are, of course, eBTC holders and understand the ERC20 token standard, and pretty much you just gotta have a Telegram, and you just try to talk to one of these guys here, PM him, and see if you can get in and help out if this is something that you guys are interested in getting into. I actually do like this coin, and I see it having a very bright future personally. But this is not investment advice. I just want to kind of tell you guys, briefly on an update if you haven't been keeping up with it, because I kind of fell off of it for a little bit as well. Because I didn't really know what they were going to do after the whole contract. I thought everybody was just going to kind of kick it to the side and just take the loss. But it looks like people really are starting to believe in it, and it's on a couple exchanges still: Ether Delta, Mercatox, Decentrix. So you guys check it out. Tell me what you think, and I hope you guys have a good one. Take care.